is this thing not hooking up? Settings. Not Wi-Fi, but Bluetooth. Oh, you're connected. There it goes. Let's alright, let's go and get some fuel. But we're gonna take the scenic way. Yep, work really sucked today. I had a breakdown. It took about 4 hours to get it fixed between getting the service truck out and everything else. And I only were able to kind of jimmy rig it because yeah, and they could only really do a temporary fix because, you know, they got to run a whole new air line from the air compressor all the way to the governor. Whew, it's hot. I still got the liner in here because I didn't want to take that out, but swap this back for the standard one because, you know, it's just not two things. Number one, it's just not really, I mean, it's helping. It's getting the air to the top of my head instead of, you know, hitting more in the chest and the chin. But the other problem I'm running into with this thing is that, I mean, when you're running, it kind of pushes pretty far back there. It just does not hold very well. Damn Teamsters. Kind of curious. I got it set for you know, the normal voltage, head temp, and I also got it at fuel economy, and this one here is intake temp. You know, because why not? Welcome to Gary. City of the century. Yeah, the last century. There is nothing going on at the steel yard. Nothing. To the dunes, all the parks and stuff. It's a Miata. Okay, I'll get you gas. Relax. I think, is there a station here or is it the next one? Alright. Turn my normal channel back on. Alright. regularly scheduled program. Now that she's happy and got 93 of the dead dinos again, I'm watching you. She'll be running good and strong now. That's a station I don't mind stopping at because they get a lot of boat traffic, so, you know, a lot of boats, especially with some of the more high performance ones want premium, so, you know. Go by the steel mill where they just blew up a blast furnace like 2 weeks ago. Not this one, the next one. U.S. Steel didn't have a problem. ArcelorMittal did. He's a rebel. And it's a great day. It's a great day to go for a ride. That doesn't quite work, does it? Oh well. I wish I could do something else, he says in that song. Take my old Harley for a 3-day cruise, except it's not really an old Harley. It's kind of a new, you know, 2 years old. Flat carbon. Okay. I always thought it was kind of funny that Harley Davidson's, the union they have in their plants are steel workers, not UAW. It just always seemed kind of weird to me. Welcome to the Indiana Dunes National Lakeshore, which I think just got promoted to a national park. I thought it did. So we got a couple weekends that we now all of a sudden are off because of schools canceling football games and stuff. I may end up taking like a short weekend trip, maybe over to like Columbus, Ohio, or down towards the Lou or Louisville, or I don't know. I mean, I'd love to be able to go to Midwest Moto meetup, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it this year. Even if it does happen, I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I gotta double check what weekend that is, but yeah, I'll drop a link to it down right there where they're, you know, the guys who are running it, the FDBs. But yeah, it sounds like it'll be a great time, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get down there or not. I'd love to. I'd love to be able to get to meet some of the guys and maybe pick up some tips and tricks and everything else. I got a street glide on my tail, looks like. Yeah, the radio station I'm listening to is playing the most overplayed country song of the 90s. Take a guess what it is. Yeah, that's probably the one you just guessed. If you're talking about the one that was done by, the most famous song done by, what the hell was her name? Hannah Montana's dad. Yeah, that one. Don't get me wrong, it's you know, addictive as hell, but then again, you know, so is like cocaine, and you know, it's not exactly good. We can go to Backway and go by the prison. Verks. And that used to be a really good restaurant. That pumps on 12. You gotta go eat at Joe's. Right there, you got a Porsche in front. One thing I think I'm definitely going to pick up over this winter is probably a leather jacket of some sort. Everybody's going to Michigan City except me. I'm going this way. I do like this area. I really do. I'm glad we moved out this way. We were looking at a couple other places that wouldn't have been quite as far of a drive for me, but in the end, I mean, we got 2 acres of land for, I think we paid right around 32,000, something like that. Now, to build a house, yeah, that cost like $260, I think, was the total, but, you know. Welcome to the Indiana State Prison. Right there. That's where the bad boys go. Uh-oh, what we got here? When they got closed. When they got closed. I don't know, but I want to go this way. Because I want to get to 20. There's an old one. Old beetle. Old bug. What did it have under the hood? A tire. They knew how to build them back then. They put a spare engine in the trunk in case a tire malfunctioned. Yeah, I really would like to take a trip somewhere this fall still. I mean, you know, Triple M makes the most sense if I can pull it off, but I don't know if I can pull it off or not. I gotta, like I said, I gotta double check the dates and, you know. And if I can make it, I'll make it. If I can, even if it's for just a day, because I mean, you know, Louisville from where I'm at is like 3.5 hours away. So as long as I could, you know, even if I could only leave Friday after work and get down for Saturday, I have to be back Sunday to do, you know, to work like Pop Warner or youth football. You know, I could do it, but you know, because you know, I'm gonna have to Camaro. Yeah, because, you know, I gotta work, because, you know, people need to have their toilet paper, because, you know, yeah. Apparently the COVID gives you the craps, I don't know. Or at least so they say. I posted this earlier, but, you know, it was a Jackie Chan, basically, you know, a meme of him, you know, for the love of God, it's a respiratory disease, not explosive diarrhea. I'll put that in here too, right, like there, maybe, or maybe there, yeah, somewhere. I feel like Wayne and Garth when I'm doing these things anymore, you know, just, you know, hello, what are you doing? Only we get to talk to the camera. Whoops, I thought I had it in neutral, I had it in gear. Yeah, at least I didn't drop it, that would have stunk. I went to let the clutch out to crack the visor, and I didn't realize I still had the damn thing in gear. Whoops. They're both turning left. Are they done with their road work? That would be nice to know. Yeah, it looks like it. They were doing this bridge because we go not the building supply where that truck is coming out. We go there a lot because, you know, that's where they make the Belvita biscuits. Smells good. Even though I would never eat them, they still smell good. Oh, the casino resort. Because, you know, just having a casino ain't, you know. Sonic. It's the only Sonic within 50 miles, but we got one. Hey, y'all, we're open. Get you some Louisiana chicken. This guy, I don't like the way this looks at all. I don't like the way that looks at all. I kind of hope they build a crew car wash out here somewhere, because, you know, they're kind of a chain all throughout Indiana, and, you know, that's who I got the unlimited through. So it's fine if I'm going through Valpo, but if I'm not in Valpo, you know, don't do me a bit of good. Now tonight I probably could stop by there and did that bumper sticker just say "Run, you Jeep bastards"? That's what I thought it said. Yeah, I would like to at some point get an actual leather jacket. I would never, ever buy an actual Harley one, because number one, I don't find anything. Yeah, it did say "Run, you cheap bastards." I would never buy an actual Harley Davidson one, and it has nothing to do with, oh, I ain't paying the extra for Harley for just to put the bar and shield on it. It's not that. It's just, there's nothing that Harley has right now in their, you know, in their catalog that I kind of like the way it looks. You know, the one that Maxwell rocks, that looks pretty good. I'd probably take that one, but, you know, they don't even make that one anymore, so it's like, well, oh, anything else really on my mind tonight? I'm trying to think. I talked about some travel plans maybe for this fall. You know, yeah, I might take a trip to. I think the big motorcycle show that Blockhead and those guys went to in Columbus last year, I think that was canceled. What else is there? Yeah, we're hoping that IMS happens in February, and you know what? I'll be honest. I hope we have a very mild winter, and you know, it's that day. We're already into, you know. We're about, the weather's like a month earlier, so that, you know, we can take the motorcycle. But, you know, we'll see. But yeah, what else is there? Talked about bars over the winter. I've talked about that a lot. Anything else? Else really I want to talk about? I'm trying to think, because I'm not that far. I'm probably 10 minutes from home. Trying to go over the checklist in my mind, and you know, in my mind it's like, you know, the old, you know how the birds were tweeting in the cartoons when somebody, you know, or sometimes they showed, you know, like two pong paddles kind of bouncing your brain around, like, you know. Yeah, I don't want apes that high. I maybe, you know, like I said, maybe here. I don't want to be way the hell up here. That's just awkward. Yeah. But like I said, right about here is just about perfect. And personally, I'd rather have more of a Z-bar type style than, you know, the, yeah. And yeah, we're going to swap out the riser clamps. I'm probably going to do the whole riser and the top clamp and go to black, and, You know, the top triple tree will probably keep it chrome because, you know, that I can deal with. You know, it's hidden enough. The levers we're definitely going to do. The grips we're going to do. I've been kind of looking at, you know, that stuff. There's really nothing that Harley has in their P&A catalog that I like the way the grips look. I don't want the stepped. I want the kind of more, you know, tapered, I guess you would call it. Where once they get to the top, they just kind of gradually go down from 1.25 inches to 1 inch. And yeah, like I said, definitely black, because, you know, nothing against chrome, but, you know, I'd rather have, you know, black, because we're going to do this tank strap at some point. I'm fine with the strap. I kind of, you know, I got to figure out a better seat option, because this just looks like, you know, that just looks like crap. With that gap and that showing up, and yeah. But that's a common complaint with the Sundowner seat. I mean, I don't know if the Explorer would be any better. And the only problem with the Explorer is it's like a $600 seat. And I really want to stay with the 2-up more because, you know, I got nephews and nieces that, you know, at some point, mom and dad might let them go, and they might want to go for, you know, a motorcycle ride. Just because, you know, motorcycles, they're fun. I think we were probably about 6 or 7 when mom started letting, well, it wasn't so much mom, it was dad who said, yeah, go ahead. Go with my uncle, who I was going to go see in Arizona, but, you know, stupid Rona. So hopefully next year we'll do that, and, you know, maybe we'll do it a little bit later, and we'll actually hit the first day or two of Sturgis, or maybe go middle of the week would be better. Like try to stop through Wednesday for one night, and then just, you know, bingo. And I had this debate with somebody on Facebook the other day in this group I'm a part of. To me, the bigger thing with exhaust is get something you like the look of, get something you like the sound of. You're never really going to be able to notice a performance difference between pretty much any exhaust, stock, 2 in a 1, 2 in a 2, slip-on only. You know, you're never going to really notice a huge difference. Now, knowing now if I knew it then, or I should say, I guess that would be knowing then what I know now. I might have kept the stock head pipes and just swapped out the muffler, but swapped out the heat shields on it. But, you know, it is what it is, and I do really like the way that this exhaust not only sounds, but it looks. Because, you know, with the black pipes, the black chrome end caps, I think it looks very nice. The polished end caps and the polished logo, I think it looks very nice. But yeah, get something you like the way it looks, you like the way it sounds. Performance, I mean, short of you going to be taking it to a track or, you know, dynoing it constantly, you know, are you going to know the difference between 108 foot-pounds and 110? No. When you twist the throttle, does it go? Yeah, then don't worry about it. That extra 2 foot-pounds, you know, really ain't going to do you any good. In fact, it's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt your fuel economy, and it's also going to wear out your rear tire a lot faster. So, you know, it's all about, to me, looks are more important than sounds. You can make damn near anything sound good. I mean, you can put a good slip on the stock pipes and make them sound good. But getting back to what I was talking about, knowing then what I know now, I probably would have just gotten a slip-on and swapped out the heat shields to either a black or maybe even a bronze. I don't know. Maybe kind of like a dark bronze. I don't know. But either way, I mean, I bit the bullet. I put full system on it, and you know what? I love the way it looks. I like the way it sounds. Performance, meh, take it or leave it. It's not a big deal one way or the other. You know, like I said, you're never really going to notice it all that much. You know, dyno number, yeah, but other than that, I mean, once you get it on the street, are you going to notice a difference in 2-3 foot-pounds and a horsepower or 2? No. It's got enough scoot. The stock pipe's got enough scoot. And honestly, the stock pipe from this thing sounds halfway decent. You know, it just wasn't quite loud enough for my taste. Especially at idle. I mean, now when you got on it and romped on it a little bit, yeah, it sounded pretty good. But, you know, the other thing, I knew I was throwing my warranty away because I was getting this thing. And, you know, because Harleys are notoriously lean. And even the Pro Street Tuner is still tends to tune it a little bit lean, but, you know. Alright, well, we're home. Yay, the garage is open. Oops. So, we'll see you guys next time. Until then, y'all be safe. Shiny side up, greasy side down, and we'll see you over the weekend at some point.